Seems this portal leads to Blackwood, on the southern border of Cyrodiil. I read an intelligence report about a series of high-profile murders with links to the region. Daedric mischief, too. A warrior like you could do some real good there.
So today...
I knew I felt something strange. Like glass shattering in the distance.
Murdered, and so close to the city gates.
Keep your voice down. Do you want to start a panic? Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Mother.
Too many times dry-skins have come to our swamps in an attempt to claim them. These Imperials seemed no different.
I had a vision of a shadowy figure. It was a robed and hooded cultist. It was brief and powerful. Over in a moment. But the figure felt evil.
Who are these cultists? And how well do you trust your masters in Leowyn?
Pedestal, alchemical tome, red matter. What I'm going to do is...
You there! The Ivory Brigade has need of you.
To the Klein Star Spear, and then the Klein Star Omega.
You look like you've got your wits about you. Care to make a bit of extra gold working for Leowyn's Ivory Brigade? I've been asked by my captain to find someone who can handle themselves. We need help with a delicate situation.
And we'll see just how crazy we can get. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
Deadly secrets. Assassins. Murder. Now apparently a counselor has gone missing. Between the war, bandits, and cultists. The Ivory Brigade is like the Nord that tries to plug a leaking cask of mead, only to realize he doesn't have enough fingers.
We're gonna get 1, 2, 3. We're gonna upgrade.
Talk to my commander, Captain Rian Leor. You can find him just outside the city gates, trying to appease some of the nobles. Tell him I sent you, and he'll put you right to work, I'm sure.
Do not. I get a little bit of EMC loss there. I'm not sure how much. So how much dark matter is still up like 6 stacks? Is that what I'm seeing here now? Klein Star Omega holds a lot of each. Yep, just about 6 stacks. Gets you your 51,200,000 EMC Klein Star Omega fully full. We need 2 of these full in order to get the alchemical tome, which is one of the things that we need to get for this question. It's that kind of level. So let's take a look. First, we're going to get the red matter. Morningstar and the red matter. So these guys are expensive enough. Wow, that's a lot of them. Let's come over here. Because we're going to need so much red matter, I think it's time to target red matter inside this here. And convert all the dark matter we've got in here.
You have my word. If the counselor is in Leowyn or the surrounding countryside, the Ivory Brigade will find her.
Probably a good place to start when it comes to making all the crazy stuff. And then future dark matter that makes its way in here will be turned into...
Not now, citizen. Can't you see I have my hands full at the moment? I'm sure a guard or one of my brigadines can assist you.
That's a lot of it.
Why didn't you say so? Leowyn's problems are legion, and now the Wood Elf Archer's predictions seem to be coming true. Damn these old Imperial secrets. Counselor Jirik has disappeared, and the Ivory Brigade is already spread too thin for my liking.
So we're going to need red matter here.
The Wood Elf, Everly Sharparrow. She brought news that the Dark Brotherhood was targeting members of the Elder Council. All because of some secret of the Longhouse Emperors. We took her warning seriously, but Jirik refused Brigadine protection.
So
With that guild of assassins, I'm not sure what to think. But Jirik is missing, and I don't have enough brigadines at the ready to conduct a proper search. You look capable. So, care to earn some gold and help us determine the Counselor's fate? Here, let me update your map. These are places Jirik visits during her daily routine. If something befell her, it happened somewhere along this path. Meanwhile, I have Everly Sharparrow checking locations in the city. She was very eager to help.
Step 1 of Crazy Quest. Red Matter Morning Star?
Captain, are you really trusting the fate of Counselor Jirik to this outsider?
No writing in Counselor Jirik to give you warnings.
If the Ivory Brigade requires
What is it?
mercenaries to do their job, perhaps Leowin needs different protectors.
And shovel? That's what's going to be on the morning star. And then shovel. So these, believe it or not, are probably the easiest ones. We have lots of things, and that's we're also going to want a pedestal, which isn't hard at all yet. So we're just going to need these guys. That's a dark matter pedestal. And then we need a red matter for DM furnace. You know, I never used this thing. Just out of curiosity. They're just super fast. It's got multiple stats. So you can put like a bunch of stuff over your slab. And then the red matter furnace, I think, needs fast. So after we do red matter furnace, it's 3 red matter. Which, by the way, is 466 without. The same amount of EMC as red matter because this is 2.5 million. This thing the whole thing. Very fast. Yeah, I was kind of curious, but now it's another question objective down. So that's 4 of the 5. Was the other one that was not the armor? Oh, yeah. So that's going to require a full Flying Star Omega. 2 of them, as a matter of fact. And then we're also going to need some red dust. That. 2 of each type of dust. So that can be used for,
Though you'll see more.
Alright, so what we're going to need is another Flying Star. Okay. We're going to need 2 of these, and then pretty much build them up. Burn up a bunch of this. So that's 1 full Flying Star Omega. This is a partial Flying Star Omega. And we are completely decimating our reserves of EMC. All this EMC that we've been gathering for days is meaningless next to requirements. So another thing I'd like to do is find something so I can have another one ready to use. of the more expensive items. I think it's the only one that requires 2 plants.
Counselor Jurek? Oh,
By the way, the alchemical tone.
you're not the counselor. Apologies. I heard you stumbling about and thought it might be Counselor Jurek.
Almost. There. I just told you off for a deal. Okay, cool. Soul 51,200, soul 51,200. There's the alchemical tone. If you read the alchemical tone, it will teach every single item that has an EMC value in the game to the transmutation test. Which isn't a terrible thing, but it's also not a great thing.
Oh, no one important, I assure you. I'm simply one of the counselor's aides. I help her with paperwork mostly. Run errands, that sort of thing. She initially refused the captain's offer, but she received a letter that made her uneasy. Last I saw, she was headed back to the city by way of the Eastern Gate. But she never returned to her manor, so I came to look for her. Please, find her.
And we do get a lot from it, but we're getting a real lot from it. This is a real
I refused to believe, but Farrell, Leviticus, they were right.
We're like, what is that?
I was attacked. An assassin. You must warn the others. The counselors. Leofic's secret. It will be the death of us all.
Counselor Jurek! Damn, we're too late! Damn it, I'm too late. Poor Counselor Jurek. She didn't deserve to die like that. At least I don't think she did.
It wasn't that bad.
Did you see what happened? Who attacked her?
To think about it, 125 will be
The mark of the Dark Brotherhood.
Doesn't
Just
hold a
like with
candle
Farrell
to
Lupus.
what FTB Infinity
Sorry. I'm working for Counselor Leviticus, the head of the Chamber of Legates. I came to Leowyn to warn him after I stumbled across some secret concerning the Longhouse Empress.
Come back and play this series here and think about what was considered insane for the time.
It relates to something called the Four Ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon. I think they're Daedric weapons, but I'm still puzzling that out. I was working for Farrell Lupus before he was murdered. Found a strange tome with Daedric markings at his behest.
For a little bit more honey, like drops away. With some of this dark matter. We might actually, I hazard to say, we're getting close. We might actually have close to enough.
Yeah, that's what brought me here. I found a list of names. Farrell Lupus and members of the Elder Council. It said they all knew something about this secret. Since Farrell was murdered, I figured the others were in danger too. Looks like I was right.
We need 4 more full flying stars. Okay? 25 million EMC for the flying stars.
Let me have your map. I'll mark where Councillors Valeria and Sophis were last seen. Go warn them. Convince them to take precautions. Then meet me at Counselor Jurek's manor in the city. Maybe we can find something to shed more light on this secret. I'll get the city guards to come and gather the Counselor's body. She shouldn't just be left out here. Then I'll head to Counselor Jurek's manor. When you're done checking on Counselor Valeria and Counselor Sophis, meet me there.
Well, another flying star. So now we're ready to upgrade one of these. So let's do the dark matter health. Right? So I remember it's something like this. You might as well do all 4 red matter. let's start with the helmet. We already have a whole flying star. Right, red matter helmet. Eight. The Evertide amulet. Lapis. Six. So, Lapis. I might even have an Evertide amulet hanging out. These guys. Oh, nice! It doesn't use up the Evertide. So that's the abyss. One of the 4 quest objectives. Alright, you used out some money. I want to say that hopefully...
We weren't expecting visitors. Are you here to see the counselor? Are you here to speak with Counselor Sophis? I'm afraid my husband has taken our dog for a walk. Is there something I could help you with, perhaps? Danger? What are you talking about? Does this have something to do with that letter? And who are you, by the way?
And that is another full climb star over that. I did not expect that we might have enough EMC. I thought that it would be, let's make more EMC. But we're actually really close.
Captain Rianne?
So it's going to require
I see. Well, if the Ivory Brigade sent you, my husband likes to walk our dog Chiro along the tree line. Go on and find him. I'll wait here in case he returns.
Let's convert.
My husband, Valen, received a letter from an old friend this morning. Pharo Lupus, Emperor Leovic's steward. I could see that whatever was in that letter upset him, but he didn't want to discuss it, and I didn't push him. Now please, go find him.
All of these have abilities, and it's been so long that I don't remember the abilities. Not one. Maybe we'll play with them a little bit. This is late.
What's taking you so long? They should...
Valen! No!
Ready? Liquid tank. Redstone signal.
Oh, Valen!
Take it out.
Oh, my love! What happened?
Yeah,
I thought Captain Rianne sent you to protect my husband! You know, Valen acted strange after the letter from Pharo Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. Before he left today, he gave me a sealed scroll. A scroll sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it. Give it to Counselor Leviticus. I hope it helps catch whoever murdered my husband. I'll summon the town guard. They'll help me with my husband.
6 sugar.
Hello. Hello. We have returned. How did we do? We have an application.
Well?
I have to have Lisa's assistance with.
Oh, you do, right?
Yep. Because I have to have a copy of my income.
Ah.
And she's got that stuff.
At this point,
You can take your mask off. Oh.
So how was his appointment?
He didn't go because of the weather. He can't get his feet wet.
I really don't feel like irritating the hell out of the bones of my ankles. If I can, huh?
What?
If my feet get wet, that's what happens. And it doesn't feel very comfortable.
It feels so uncomfortable that he can't walk.
Joys of having that extra bone in the feet.
You're warm out there?
Oh. Not to mention a little wet.
Uh-huh. So your apartment, the apartment you saw very, very small?
Oh yeah, it made it look like the bachelor apartment that Adam and I started out in was massive compared to that one.
Oh.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger.
Yeah, as soon as
Step
we
back
stepped
and state
into
your
the
business.
thing, it
I
was
have every reason to believe
just
that my
the
life is in
kitchen
danger.
and a little
If
teeny
you
weeny
so
empty
much as
space,
make
and
a
then
threatening gesture,
the
the
bathroom.
Brigadier must
That's it.
dismember you. I was beginning to suspect as much.
Oh, boy.
Very well.
Yeah, the
Tell me
bedroom,
everything that you have learned.
living room, and
Leave
kitchen
nothing out.
were all fused
I
into
want to
one
hear it
room.
all.
The only room that was separate was the bathroom.
Oh boy.
That's it.
Lupus.
So how many
Emperor
flights of
Leovic, Lord
stairs?
Steward. And Jirik as well. Gods.
Down?
They are targeting
Yeah,
the
it was
Elder
on the
Council.
first floor.
Anything else?
Show you where the
Tell
laundry room
me.
is?
The slightest detail could mean the difference between life and death.
No. And those hallways. Holy crap, were they doing something awful to my claustrophobia.
I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden
They
there,
were
and I need
maybe
to check my
a
records.
size bigger
Meanwhile,
than what
I
my
suggest you find
width
Jirik's
is.
files. She
Wide.
kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
Yeah.
And how much is the rent, though?
900. Except for Hydro. Hydro's extra.
There's got to be more EMC sitting around here. Anybody, EMC somewhere.
Guess I have to sit over
Anything with an
like
EMC value
that
quick.
for the
I
time being.
wanted to be complete.
So I have to consider.
Oh, you gotta move. Let's just say it was raining so hard out there that Ottawa Street was starting to flood.
Oh boy.
Mama Carol.
If that tells you how hard it
Mama
was
Carol,
raining.
come and see. You gotta, ow.
Oh boy.
Move. I need to sit, baby. Adam. Spot.
Yes.
Can you come for a minute?
1 second.
Hey. There we go. Never mind. We moved them.
And Adam decided to take the long way to get home.
Oh, did he? Who did?
Adam.
That's why.
Yeah, that's why it took us so long to get back here.
We got off that park. We ended up taking the ones when we got down there. The only bus we missed the bus.
Yeah.
And the only bus shelter from Ottawa that had a shelter was heading towards the Tecumseh Mall.
So we decided to take the Ottawa 4 that goes to the Tecumseh Mall and then catch the 1C to come back here.
So you got off at University.
We got off at Park.
We got off at Park because we wanted to see if somebody was in that apartment building on Park that we could maybe possibly get an application for the apartment from.
I'm glad you're here.
The door was locked and we couldn't open it.
This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms?
But she thought it was the other one that was all boarded
Did you warn
up.
the councillors like I asked?
She didn't even know that one existed, so she seen what it was.
Yeah, so I feel like a real genius that I didn't know there was more than one apartment building on Park.
The one that's boarded up across from Goodfellows?
Yes.
That's where I live.
What am I saying? Of course it was.
That was the.
That's the one I had
so
closed
far, I
down.
haven't found anything related
I'm
to
sorry,
Imperial secrets or
but
the ambitions.
when Adam went and mentioned about an apartment building being on Park, that is the only building that looked like an apartment building to me. On Park.
You're talking about that building that's got that plaza under it? The shop, the small convenience store
No,
and whatnot?
no. The one that has an iron gate-looking thing at the very front.
I knew you'd be a help, but I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in.
Oh,
Good
boy.
job.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think that those are condos.
No, they're apartments.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because my phone, somebody tagged me on my phone.
You're pressing down, you got about the dark. Get there, that might actually be the...
Well, excuse me. Bonehead.
Literally 500,000.
Uh-huh.
What?
Oh, I got a notification saying this moisture in my charge port.
Oh, lovely.
What?
I love it.
That moisture got in his charge port.
People have died, but... so,
Well,
what did you find?
it couldn't really be helped because it was raining cats and dogs out there.
It's funny, I didn't hear any woofs or memes coming from the sky.
Neither did I. I was just going to say that.
Fine.
You walked into that one.
Well, that's exactly what it looked like to me that it was
Some
doing
of the
out
other
there.
documents I found use something
It was
similar.
raining raindrops.
You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secrecy surrounding the ambitions.
Uh-huh. Good one, right? Yeah. So you're almost done that book, huh? And that's book number what?
Remember earlier,
3.
I'm like, why did I use that?
Okay.
Good idea. We need to report in to Councillor Leviticus anyway. Let him know what we uncovered. If he has a qualified scribe, great. If not, I know someone. They helped me with those other documents. Let's go to Leowin Castle and talk to Leviticus.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Huge amounts of time accumulating.
We could afford either one of those.
Is it bothering you?
I can't help feeling that once we solve the secret of the Longhouse Emperors, we'll know how to stop the Dark Brotherhood from murdering any more of the council. I'll see you at the castle.
And honestly, not much of it came from this thing.
That's why Thunder gives me
Okay.
We're just reflecting off my lenses.
Really,
Do I have to?
large
Yes.
majority of it came from
Fine.
They'll be
You have to
providing the
what?
numbers.
Blaze Farm is dead.
What?
One thing about these...
You just told me I gotta make a phone call.
I need to sit.
I'm providing the number for her to call.
I need a spot to sit, okay?
That's one
This
reason why
person
I'm not
hitting
in
you
the
with his tail. Yeah. I need a little spot to sit for a minute. Okay?
Okay.
You can have it back eventually. Okay? Just need it for right now. Such a sap.
Oh, that's not gonna work. Let's go this way.
So if you do get accepted for that apartment, are you going to take it then, Erica?
I need your report, mercenary. Word reached me that Councillor Jirik was murdered. What about Sophus and Valeria? And did you find definitive proof that the Dark Brotherhood is our culprit? That's the Black Hand, symbol of the Dark Brotherhood. I wish Jirik and Sophus had allowed me to assign brigadines to protect them.
Bachelor
At least
apartment that you have
Valeria,
for
however
rent
reluctantly,
at
agreed to a military
your
escort.
building over
Did
on
you and
Park.
Everly uncover any other information?
When you get a chance, can you please give me a call back at 226-961-2682? Thank you. Bye.
Let's see what our quest reward is.
What was your question now,
It
Mom?
appears that Councillor Leviticus's trust in the Wood Elf was not misplaced. Very well. You and Everly can head in and talk to the council.
If I was left with no choice, I'd have no choice.
Right.
We can make it work.
And on the application, what does it say you need for ID?
2 pieces of photo.
Two pieces of photo ID plus an income
You
statement.
must be the mercenary that Captain Rian told me about.
And I don't have 2 pieces of ID.
Good.
Photo ID.
Tell him that?
Good. I assume you
But
have
Adam
something
has
to
it.
report. I'm listening.
Did you tell him you don't have it?
He said one of the applicants need it.
Yeah, one of the applicants need it.
Damn it all to oblivion and back.
Not the one that's actually filling out the application. Either one of the people that is going on the application needs it.
This is definitely the
Oh,
mark of
that
Dark
would be
Brotherhood.
Okay.
Anything else to add to this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely not doing it. Sorry. Not gonna happen.
Yes, that's the Longhouse Emperor's code. Only a handful of Imperial scribes can decipher it.
But
I know.
that's why I need Lisa's help,
Send for
because
him at
she's the
once.
one that's got my income statements.
Meanwhile, we must warn the remaining counselors on the list. Abor,
I don't.
Valeria, Itinia, and Vondacia.
Elleran, Red Power. The IC shoot team and Industrial Craft. Zeno and Pahamar, Buildcraft 8, Buildcraft 3. Sengir worked on forestry. Craft was the original author of logistics spikes.
Very good. I've sent messages to Itinia and Vondacia already, as neither of them are currently within Leowin's jurisdiction. I need you to go to Fort Blueblood. Counselor Abor has taken refuge there, but I'd prefer to have her here in Leowin.
So guys, that is FTV. Retro.
Everything we do now must be swift if we are to get ahead of this. Go to Fort Blueblood and convince Counselor Abor to return to the city. She'll be safer here than at the fort.
That was Blackwood signing off on the FTV Retro series. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun playing this series. It brought back a lot of good old memories. I enjoyed playing the map. I hope you enjoyed watching it. Alright guys.
Sadly, no. Whatever Leovic confided in Pharaoh Lupus and the others, whatever he ordered them to do, he kept it a complete secret from me. I suppose he assumed I wouldn't go along with anything illegal or Daedric, and he was right.
I can find areas where it says no smoking, period.
Hello everyone, this is Direwolf 20, and welcome.
Okay.
What?
I was. But the Elder Council was made up of almost 24 councilors. According to the list Evely Sharper brought me, only 7 councilors were privy to this secret. Make that 6. I have no idea why Leovic listed me among that group.
It's time to start again.
Who knows what was going through Leovic's head when he wrote that entry in his journal? Varen and his rebels were literally pounding at the doors of the palace at the time. And Leovic wasn't totally in his right mind even before the rebellion.
Coming out today, should be, unless anything changes, Monday, November 14th. So, you guys will have access to this pack today. And as a result, you've got this video.
Fort Blueblood?
All about what's in
That's
the
to
pack.
the east
So we're
across
gonna
the
start,
river.
so let's play
I'll meet you there.
As usual, we're going to be doing things like we've done in previous Let's Play seasons. So I'm going to create a new world, and then I'm going to immediately back it up and upload it somewhere so you guys can download it. So if you want to play in the same world that I'm playing in, you're more than welcome. And then what we'll do from there is every 10 episodes, we'll release a world download. So episode 10, when it's done, do a world download. You guys can have my world that I built and play in it. So without further ado, let's get started on Season 8 of Dallas 20's Let's Play series. So to kick things off, create a world. Go on to Let's Play world. And let's see, game mode to be survival. More world options, generate instructions on a seed. We're going to call it Let's Play Season 8 with 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, those are capitals. That sounds like a good world seed, right? World type can be default. You can do super flat, large biome, amplify, customize, balance, funny, realistic. I'm gonna go with default. Generate instructions on, allow these off, bonus test off, done. You guys ready? Survival mode. That's the setting. Pretty cool. Done. I have no idea what this world is looking like, by the way. Like, I completely just made up that scene. This is kind of how I do it at the beginning of every scene.
No, I don't care.
Completely fictional scene, just make something up on the spot, and we'll see what kind of world we get.
Right now, I'm just trying to figure out how in the crap to fill this out. Because it looks like jibber jabber mixed with techno babble.
It's a void age!
No, you'll have to get in touch with Darlene.
Lisa too.
But as soon as it comes to help with an application to be filled out, she's going to say you have to get in touch with Darlene because I have no part in that anymore.
You'll still need the application.
You guys already getting spoilers on what's in the bag. All these things popping up telling me about
And I need help to fill out the application because it's too difficult for me to comprehend how to do it.
like a small little...
It looks like jibber jabber mixed with techno babble and chicken scratch.
But it's small. It's a nice little tree. Start off. So step one, I'm now going to save and close this world and zip it up so that you guys have it, so I can download it, or you can download it. I'll upload it. You'll download it. So we'll be back in a minute after I go do that. All right, guys, we're back. Hooray! Officially have the World Zero download available for you guys. So like I said, if you'd like to download my world, alright, we're going to start playing modded Minecraft in the exact same way that we played.
Look, Councillor Leviticus and Captain Rianne sent me. I need to see Councillor Abor now.
And what about my sister? She hasn't been seen since she took the Councillor her meal.
Councillor Abor was very clear about this. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
No utilities included.
Oh, another mercenary. Is our Ivory Brigade so enfeebled that Captain Rianne must resort to hiring sellswords? Look, as I told the Wood Elf, Councillor Abor was quite insistent. She doesn't want to be disturbed.
Extra.
All right, enough. I can see when I'm being
Especially
overruled.
with the rent being...
Very well. I give you permission to enter the watchtower. Councillor Abor's safety is now in your hands.
Essex.
Ew! No! Don't move us all the way out there! What, you crazy?
To where?
Essex.
Glorious? Oh, something about his sister.
I've heard of it, no idea
She's
where it
another
is.
servant here at the fort.
So I don't know where it is.
It's in between
Apparently she brought the
Windsor
councillor her meal.
and
Says she never returned,
Kingsville.
but the servants look for her.
It's right
Gray building with gold-plated windows. What's the name of it?
Oh.
The councillor demanded we
That's the
protect
name.
her.
I don't know.
Said her life was in danger.
I'm just saying the
Refused to
one
give
I
me any
found
details. Imperial confidentiality.
Was located on
I put her up in the watchtower and assigned a couple of brigandines to guard her.
in Essex.
Part of Essex.
Neither do I. All I know is I've heard of it.
Jim, you travel right through Essex when you go from Windsor to Kingsville.
You think I pay attention to that?
Councillor Abor's been murdered.
There is?
But where's the
Yeah, Essex has a high school.
Yeah,
And there's like a food bank in there.
Essex is actually a town.
Okie dokie.
So close to finding out more
Yeah.
about the ambitions.
It's a little mediocre town that if you close your eyes, you'll know it.
It's nowhere near as bad as
It's like Pocket Corners.
A dead councillor and
Close your eyes. If you close your eyes,
you'll
you'll miss Pocket Corners.
It's not as tiny as what Cottam is, though.
They not only murdered Abor, they probably know how
No,
to find the
Essex.
ambitions now.
Cottam is just one street. One street. One long-ass street.
St. Joachim's kind of small, too.
See that
Yeah,
road
so
on the top of the
when
tower?
I was told that there was actually a street that was actually a town, I was like, get out of here. And then one of my ex-boyfriends at the time showed me where he lived, and I saw the sign Cottam, and he goes, here's my town, and here's the street. There you go, there's the town. That's only a
We're
street. I was
loosing
like,
arrows in the
oh my
dark here.
goodness, you weren't kidding.
Let's tell Commander Alton about Abel.
What?
Somebody wants the apartment at.
Yeah, good luck. Somebody's looking for an apartment for $500 a month.
So, will Counselor Abel be
Must be
returning
one
with
of the
me
guys
to
that
Leyawen?
lived in the building here.
Am I finally going to be able to get my fort back in order?
Hi. Yep. Where'd you come from? What are you doing?
Where he came from, his mother, I think.
Gods,
And
keep
his
your voice
siblings
down.
beat the heck
Do you
out
want
of
to
him.
start a panic?
That's
Tell
why
me what
he's
you found in the
generally a
watchtower.
lover, not a fighter. Are you trying
Let me
to say
see that.
something there, Tico?
A black
That
handprint.
you want your
A sign of the Dark Brotherhood. But where is the servant,
I don't
Therese?
have a spot to sit
Is she
with.
involved in this fiasco? And how did she and the
She's
assassin
okay.
get out of the
So if
watchtower?
we were to actually
The
get
Brigadines
that
never left
apartment
their
that we
post.
got today,
Oh, my phone.
it would be a chore and a half
I think your book is flat.
for us to
It's
transport
your book. It's letter from your
anything
book, Mom.
through those hallways.
Oh boy.
Well, that explains
So,
something. But not
if
all.
his mom's able
We
to
need
help
to
us
locate
get in
Therese.
furniture if we get that
Since you're
apartment,
already involved and working for Captain
I'm gonna
Rian,
have a hell of a
I want you to
time trying to
quietly
get
try to
that stuff
find
in there.
Therese. Start by
With how
talking to the
bloody
other
narrow
servants in the
those
kitchen and dining room.
hallways are,
Oh boy.
I'm almost as wide as those damn hallways. That damn hallway.
Okay.
All right, grab a broom and start
So
sweeping.
Adam just suggested that we,
No,
if
that's
we get
Therese.
that apartment,
Another
to
new
just
face
bring
in
our
the
stuff
fort.
through the back door.
First Counselor Abor, now you and that cute wood elf. Look, I'd love. She took the counselor her meal.
Ow! Watch your fingers.
Another new
Because
face
if
in
we
the
try to
fort.
take
First
our
Counselor
stuff in from
Abor,
the front
now
door
you and
all
that
the way
cute
in
wood
and
elf.
out back
Look,
in
I'd
the
love to
back,
chat,
want me to
but
leave?
Therese has wandered off and
we
left me to
probably
handle
wouldn't get it
chores.
through.
Alrighty.
She took the counselor her meal
Okay,
and hasn't
let me
returned.
put it this.
Did you check
Put
the
it to you this
watchtower?
way. You remember
Abor's a little
how
old.
narrow
Maybe
the
Therese decided to
hallway
improve the
was
station. If you catch my meaning.
in my apartment
Abor
on
reached
120
the
Talbot in Leamington?
Maybe Therese finds that attractive.
Picture that, but smaller.
Oh boy.
And that's the size of the hallway
Funny.
in that
She's been
building
acting like a
that
frightened
Adam and I
koala
went
since
to
she
look at
arrived.
an apartment at
Stays
today.
locked up in the watchtower.
Okay.
Only lets a single servant in at a time. I hear she's been burning papers. Documents and something.
What are you doing, poor child?
The reflection of the light on my book is leaving like a little shadow.
That you do not
He's trying to
distract
catch
them
it.
overly long, as they are already
Which child?
naturally
Tico!
lazy.
Oh, he's
What
on
is
my
it
lap
that
and our
you
mom's.
need?
He's trying to, the laser lights. He's trying to, that's how mom's book is acting right now. And he's trying to catch it.
Oh boy.
Akashic Tome. You guys saw my mod spotlight, I hope, on Akashic Tome. It's basically
Watch the legs.
That young woman, she has not returned from the watchtower, so her chores
In
remain
other words,
undone.
that's what you get for laughing at him.
Key with her when she went. It is no longer hanging on its hook. That is a clear violation of the kitchen rules. A clear violation.
The fact that we're going to have multiple manuals coming up, I already mentioned another mod that has one.
Oh boy. Ow!
The pantry is in the cellar, but the grill is around the side of the building. Therese mumbled something about how the counselor loves hot root flakes, grabbed the key and the tray of food and went off. This one hasn't seen her since.
He used to chase his shadow.
Talking to them and getting, order.
Your sister is fine. This one is certain.
But where could she be? She would never neglect her duties.
Probably found a dark corner in
For me
somebody's
being a
snow.
bad mood, you put me in a
This
good
one
mood,
does
there,
that.
cat.
Pardons, but as much as this one loves idle
You are my
chatter, there is
therapy.
much work to be done.
No wonder I couldn't get rid of
Tested
you.
it real quick. I talked to some of the people
I also had to work real hard with you.
Ah, Therese. She worries her brother so.
Marinette was a place
She
where I
asked
worked
me
hard.
where we kept the hot root flakes. Counselor Abel
I watched
sprinkles
you
them
climb
on
the
every
wall.
dish. I told her
Clearly.
they are in the pantry, but you need the key from the kitchen to unlock the
Oh,
door.
and Adam says that if
Before we check the
Marie
pantry,
wasn't the
let's talk.
property manager for 319 Marinette,
So,
he said he'd have no problem seeing if there was an apartment available there again.
Interesting.
She's still manager over there?
Don't
The
know,
journal
but we're not
indicated
willing
she
to
knew
take
more
the
than that.
chance.
And Therese visited the pantry before heading to the watchtower.
Because we already know that if she
Couldn't hurt.
was still the
And every
property
mystery
manager over
novel I ever
there,
read
as
taught
soon
me
as
you
she'd
should
hear our
always
name,
follow up on every
she'd
clue.
decline.
Even
She
the ones that
declined
seem
me too.
insignificant. Let's check
Even
the
though
pantry
she would
and
have,
see
would
if she was
decline
looking for
me.
more than hot root flakes
even though
down
she
there.
would have no reason to decline me and Adam, but since she has this deep-seated hatred for us for God knows whatever reason.
So, light level. That's not an outside force.
Or maybe as what
We talked about that. Next up on
one
the
of our
list,
PSN friends says is maybe she's not getting laid enough at home.
7 slots here.
Her husband lives out of country, so maybe she's not getting enough from the mirror.
That's what our friend meant. Is that maybe she's not getting laid enough at home.
Why would the Dark Brotherhood
So
murder...
she's got to take it out on a
No.
specific
We
somebody
need to talk about this.
in the building that she manages.
Amir's not her husband, though.
All right,
But
I think I
Amir
figured
spends
it
a
out.
lot of time
The
with
assassin
her.
followed Therese down here, murdered her, and took
A
her place
lot
so
of
they could
time.
gain access to the watchtower. Pretty clever, but they didn't
I
have to
actually
kill her.
caught them two at Tim Hortons one time in his car.
No, not
They
from what
didn't
I've
see
read
me.
anyway. I thought they only killed those whose
Because I
names
came
appeared on
around
their
the back way.
contracts. I can't imagine anyone asked them to kill a poor servant.
Yeah, but see, we didn't have a problem with Amir. We loved Amir. We hated Marie with a passion.
Oh, Amir hated me because
Yes,
the fire
but we still
department
need to
was
check
there
on
and he had
Councillor
to-
Valeria. And someone needs to go to Gideon and
He
make
had
sure
fines
that
with
Councillor
lawsuits
Vandacia is
in my-
all right.
in my unit.
Can I leave those tasks to you? I want to
Because of
return
the
to
fire
Leila
that
and
happened in
consult
your
with
unit.
Councillor Leviticus.
And they asked me if there was anything wrong with my unit. I said, yeah. Things that they don't want to fix. Because I gave Marie the
Oh, good
list.
point. Before you head out, report to
But
Commander
also
Alton.
Amir
Tell
got
him what
in deep
happened to
shit
Therese.
by the
And how you
fire
think the
department from
assassins
my
snuck into the
unit
watchtower
because
undetected.
the area of the
These
apartment
brigadiers need
that
to be
caught
able to
fire
recognize an imposter when
shouldn't
they
have
see one.
existed.
And there's new stuff that
The back porch, those back
After you
porches
report to
shouldn't
the
have
commander,
existed.
make
Yeah,
contact with
they
Councillors
shouldn't have.
Valeria and Vandacia.
And they were there.
Valeria went to tie
They
to
were
a cave to
unsafe
get her
and
record, and
unsanctioned
Vandacia
by the
worked
city.
with Gideon Courthouse. Cracked
But I know
acorns!
they're still there.
I suddenly had the weirdest feeling come over me.
But I'll bet you Amir lost that building.
He might have. I don't know, but even if I wanted to, I probably would never rent from there because
I don't know.
who's to say
We were
Marie's
talking
not
about
the property
councillors,
manager there anymore?
Valeria and Vandacia.
Or not.
Suddenly I had...
And I'm not willing to take that chance that she is.
It was brief and
Because I know if she is, I'm going to get an
like the
instant
dreams I've been
rejection
having. But
as
this
soon
was
as
the
she hears
first
my
time that I
name.
was awake.
Even though that apartment was really
Remember I
nice.
told you about that
Oh,
strange
they
book
were.
I found? The one with the Daedric
I
writing?
love that
It was
damn
just,
apartment.
It was one of the
I love mine.
But God
I loved
only
it even
knows
better
that.
when I had my own washer and dryer.
But God only knows how much the rent would be now.
Probably about 1,400 plus hydro.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Well, we were
You talked to
two-bedroom
the fort
units.
servants and rummaged around in our pantry. What's the verdict?
Uh-huh.
Did you find
I'll
the
bet
missing
you the
servant?
two that were upstairs were illegals.
No, I don't think they were. Because I'm pretty sure family services would have let me know that where I was living at the time.
No, the two
Are you
above
sure?
us.
No, that's what I'm saying.
No one would lie about something.
They would have told me
I'll tell her
that
brother what happened.
the
and
two
send
apartments
someone
that
to
are
tend
above
everybody.
you are illegal.
Gods, what a day this has been.
I'm sure they would have told me and Adam that.
They didn't say the apartment we're living in the attic was illegal.
Well, it's probably because they didn't know.
Well, they probably didn't know it was that one either.
It's possible, yeah.
When I lived on Bellevue, 72 Bellevue, the basement unit was illegal, and the apartment upstairs from me was an illegal. The owner did not have a permit to put an apartment upstairs. It was one house.
Yeah.
And he did not have a permit to have a unit downstairs, and he didn't have the permits. He didn't get permits for the upstairs.
And one of the
are you done now?
And one of the things.
Now where are you going?
And one of the things that Lisa did tell me about the condition of the building that we were just living in. She told me is the reason why mine and Adam's unit is illegal there is because we did not have a proper fire escape.
Oh?
That's what made it illegal. We didn't have a proper fire escape. It was supposed to be stairs leading down, not a damn ladder that you couldn't even open the top in order to get to. Yeah, so according to what Lisa found out, is that's why our apartment's illegal.
Yeah. He'll bring it up later.
But that's what Lisa told me.
I do not mind on camera.
Because I didn't have a proper fire escape.
Hey Adam, it's bedtime for you, isn't it?
Why?
I like to get to around Y level 10.
What's bedtime?
Huh?
What do you mean bedtime?
Haven't you been to bed yet? Or are you waiting for dinner?
He hasn't been awake long enough.
So yeah, we can get the iron level going. So that's what episode 1's usually about, mining. I do not mine on camera.
What time was it when you got up, honey?
We usually edit that out.
He was up when I got up.
Yeah, so he hasn't been awake long enough yet.
Next mod is in the pack.
I demand you deal with the criminal post-haste.
Probably gets
Your
tired.
guards did their job, Councilor Bandesia. The prisoner is secure.
Varies depending on what his body feels like.
Explain yourself
But
immediately.
sometimes he can get up at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and stay awake all the way until 2, 3 o'clock the next morning.
One of those dark-brained bastards, I
Or
assure
sometimes
you.
he can stay up from 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and then stay up all the way through the next day into halfway through the next day after that before he goes to bed.
Why? Just so I know. I don't know.
Warn me. As always, Leviticus offers too little and too late. I received the letter, same as the other counselors. My personal guard took the threat seriously, and we captured the assassin in the act. But what of my esteemed colleagues? Are they safe?
And they're just getting around to being released, I think, and they're actually just doing some really good work. So Ender Storage is back, and it's available. 1.10.
So you have no more numbers for me to call?
All three of them.
I got my phone all ready and everything.
Feral Lupus's letter suggested the Longhouse Emperors left behind a secret that would prove to be a threat. I thought he was just being melodramatic. Has Leviticus determined what this is about?
Fast leaf decay, we already saw that exists, right? This makes it so that the leaves decay quickly when you chop down trees.
Or ambitions. Never heard of them. How could something I know nothing about make me a target of the Dark Brotherhood? It's got to be a mistake. You must question the prisoner. Get him to confess and reveal the truth of this sordid affair.
You know the number, right?
What, Adam?
No, that was me. I said you do know the number, right? Because if you're gonna call Mom, you need to know the number.
friends, usually where I like to
Oh, jeez, Jim, I think you're gonna get it.
Keshu locked the prisoner in the holding cell in the courthouse basement.
Over in
Question
that
the villain and find out why the Dark Brotherhood is trying to wipe out anyone who was part of the Imperial Elder Council. I'll head for Leowin afterward.
Oh yeah, find your body first.
I wish there was something I could tell you. The letter I received.
But there's also, you know, a farming system. There's a bunch of cool stuff. FTB Utility is a mod that currently I've kind of toned down.
The cell door is open. What happened? Some sort of acid.
Something
Right through the lock. Look, there's more of it on the floor.
Was that you?
And limit how many chunks players can chunk load. It's a great server utility mod. I don't think there's a lot of
He ran that way, toward the old room.
I don't fully know all the things that the utility can do.
He almost knocked me over.
But
how rude!
Since I am playing this pack, I am playing this on single player, obviously. But for those of you who want to download the pack and play it on the server, FTP.
He attacked this legionnaire and ran into the ruins of the old city.
Very good mod. Does exactly like it says on tin. When you die, you leave a great super nice mod. Another good one that I know a lot of people like. In the back, of course. Immersive Engineering, another tech mod built on multi-block. So pretty much every machine in Immersive Engineering.
I do know one of the things that this application asks for is what my current address is and what my previous residence is.
Oh boy.
But it doesn't give me the option to say reason for leaving. And I technically don't have an address right
Persistent,
now.
I'll give you that. All right, let's chat.
Next mod on the list.
Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information.
And that technically wouldn't be a lie?
Well, aren't you a fan? I haven't killed anyone.
No doubt.
Not recently.
Nobody should be surprised by it.
Do you make it a habit to read other people's mail? That letter is personal and private, full of sensitive information.
We've got Iron Backpack.
Well, aren't you a fast reader? If you chased after me because of something Council Van Dacia told you, well, he lied. If the Dark Brotherhood sets out to kill you, you're dead. We don't make mistakes. We don't fail. Not ever. I haven't killed anyone. Not recently, anyway. And if you're talking about our calling card, anyone can dip their palm in black ink and slap it on a sheet of parchment. Look, we receive no contracts. I'm here on different business entirely.
I wonder what she found.
I don't know. Excuse me.
Good question. If you figure it out, let me know. I certainly owe someone for the bruises the Councilor's guards gave me. Now, as much fun as this has been, I really do need to get back to my daring escape. Best of luck with your mystery.
Well, she just wants to vacuum around under the beds.
Ah.
Tempting, but no. I detest so-called places of justice.
Which, frankly, at this point, California's not done. And then I'll have another chest for, like, sapling, this stuff. Sweet. Alright, continuing on the list, I'll go mining. What was that? Iron Backpack? So, Iron Chest, you just saw it when I did that list. So, Iron Chest, another staple mod to pack, no big surprise. Add chests that get bigger based on iron. Very cool. JEI, mod that I'm using to look things up in. Recently did a mod mod that AI is around again. AI is that's why that's not an example of that's a mod that doesn't add content. AI was a choice. We've also got Journey Map, which we already talked about. Nice little mapping system mod, super cool. Definitely, in my opinion, one of the best maps available. Light level overlay. Hit F4 and you can see the light levels of blocks. Anything in red, mobs can spawn it. Anything in green, they can. And it also shows you the amount of light levels. Cool. So starting at 14. Super nice mod. Let's see what else we do. Even though, like I said, we've got FC multi-part. I don't know if that actually has any items in the game. It's more of a API.
So, the mercenary from Leowin has returned. Tell me, were you able to capture the assassin? Or perhaps you killed him in battle once you caught up to him? I am eager to hear the news.
We've got Morpho, which is like the Akashic Tome, but basically specifically for Morpho tool.
Allow me to peruse the document, if you will. Proof positive that the Dark Brotherhood is in Blackwood. We must find this sanctuary and destroy it.
Not enough wands.
What did you expect? Such lies fall from his lips like rain from the sky on a stormy day. Villains never freely admit their guilt. The evidence is right here in this letter. Meet me in Leowin and we'll share this information with Leviticus.
So Computercraft exists for, I think, 194, but it's in an alpha state, and I don't know the damn truth on Computercraft a lot of the time right now, because it is on the game, on Steam, called Redirection, which is a video on it, and long story short, he doesn't have the time for it.
Oh, my personal guard are nearby, and these legionnaires are sufficient. You need not be concerned. As for Keshu, she had business to attend to. Gideon business. I saw no reason to distract her from her regular duties.
So
now,
basically, Open Computers is another computer, Lua programmable computer. It does things very differently from Computercraft, where Computercraft was very simple and basic and had more focused around programming. Open Computers is more focused around, like, balance in the world, right? Like, Computercraft was never balanced. There's a little bit of stone and redstone you can have. Open Computers has a lot more in-game play, where Computercraft is more around like the computer. So it's definitely a different approach, and I'm really excited to kind of play with it. So yeah, we'll definitely check it out. Open Computers as we go. By the way, episode 1 is going to be a little bit longer. Doing a little bit of mining, for you guys about what mods are attacked, and kind of go from there. Side. Definitely a mod. You gotta put the side, right? It was a mod that surfaced, I think, in 1.8 time was first developed. Adds like, it's kind of like programming, but not really. It's not, there's no code to it, but it lets you manipulate the world. Really neat mod by Bastion. And another mod by Bastion is Fork. So Fork is a mod that modifies vanilla. And as little as I know about vanilla, list includes getting wool. For reasons. Definitely need to know small off that might as well grab. Should I start smelting some iron? Let's make something that I haven't found any quartz. I found some quartz though. I almost want to wait for that time if I can. Let's look up quartz. So, good quartz down. Let's see. So I thought there was a way to look up JDI core distribution. Next one on the path. Down the road. Railcraft. Railcraft just got released last week. So Railcraft just got released. Adds a bunch of functionality to Rails. So in parts and all kinds of other things. So Railcraft definitely a stable attack for range pump is a mod that simply adds like one item to range pump. It's pretty cool. It's an RF powered pump that works like the old pump from XP, where it just kind of pumps out liquid and does a good job. So it's great for like pumping liquid and lava out of it. Nifty little mod. Refined storage. So you guys, a lot of people have been asking, is it going to be a Fighter 6.2 or is it going to be refined storage? I get enough of it? I got it exactly. Left. I was lucky. Lucky find. So refined storage is very similar to a Fighter 6.1. It's like a Fighter Logistics in that it's an item storage mod, but it doesn't have the channel system that Fighter Logistics 2 does. And it's an amazing mod. If you haven't checked out my mod spotlight on it, you should probably know what it's all about. And in my opinion, it's a really well-developed mod. I think it's super cool. And I want to see it get some play.
What'd you do?
The mod author, well, did a big in my opinion. So that said, I'm really excited to have it in the pack. You guys are probably going to question and say, why would you have two mods in the pack that do the same thing? Some people don't. And that's cool. You're allowed to play Minecraft.
Already in there?
So I've got a very manual way to double my iron. And it will grind slowly but surely into iron ore. Into iron ore dust. I'm not going to do this on camera for the next 10 minutes. I'll probably that out. So my iron 2 is in the pack. You guys should feel free to play however you want to play. That's my point of view. So, so I suspect that we'll be using both throughout this series. The next one we've got in the pack, RF cool mod and a lot of cool technological features. RF cool. I did a whole long
The mercenary. A few moments later, your timing really is impeccable. We've already packed up my records, and we're about to head out. But what news of the other counselors? Did your warnings reach them in time?
Let's talk about the next mod on the list, which is storage drawers. Storage drawers is a mod that you've probably seen me use quite a bit. And basically allows you to store items in a storage drawer network. Super cool mod, lots of fun to play with. Right now,
All three of them? That's disheartening news. Well, I'll take my records to Leowin. Perhaps between the two of us, Counselor Leviticus and I can ascertain what past incident has returned to haunt us.
So storage drawers is there. Super Circuit Maker. A mod that's been highly anticipated.
Oh, just a lifetime of public service and bureaucracy. Mostly financial records, but also meeting notes, ledgers, those sorts of things. I oversaw budgets and finances, the collection of taxes, public works, and I kept immaculate records. That's good to hear. Emperor Leovic loved to hide things in coded documents. But what about Counselor Vendacia? Do we know if he's still safe in Gideon?
It's like Whaler on the screen here. It's got at the top of the bill. We'll be talking about in a second. But it basically has an item that
Perfect. I look forward to conferring with the remaining members of the Elder Council. These brigadines will make sure I get to the city safely. Me and my records both. I'll see you in Leowen, mercenary.
It's super nice to have because it tells you Whaler stands for what am I looking at. That's pretty much what it stands for. And it tells you information about slots that you're looking at as well. So you can see what mods they come from, and a couple other if there's a final goal. Oh, that's right. Tiny coal is from actually addition to it. So a piece of coal has a burn time of 8 items. Tiny coal can burn 1 item. You get 8 items. How cool is that? Actually additions. There you go. Those items that could do some benefits for it. So it's a nice way to use coal in a furnace without wasting. So those are the mods in the pack as it stands right now. There's no telling what mods might be added to 1.10 in the near future that we might add to the pack. As the pack stands, that is what it is. Definitely a lot of cool mods. I'm very excited. One of the mods that's probably not on the list right now that everybody's wondering about, I know for a fact, is Songcraft. Songcraft. Songcraft is one of them. Sorry to say. But it's coming out. Songcraft is being worked on my episode. He said maybe by the end of the year. So the decision point was, do I wait until Songcraft is out? I don't want to wait another month. The pack is now available for you guys. It should be out, if not already by the time you watch this video, a little bit later today. The world download and the network will be available. So check this out. 1 piece of tiny coal per melting. But yeah, the pack should be available to you later today, if not. Alright, so now we're going to wrap up episode 1. Like I said, we don't do a lot of mining on after episode 1. Because we might have opportunity to let my company know about what's in the pack, what to expect. We've got a lot of cool stuff to do. New mods that we've never played with before that I'm actually really interested in trying out. I got that for crafting. Alright, we'll play with that. Yeah. For now, that was playing something wrong. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of season 8. Super psyched, and I hope you guys are too. For the rest of the season. Alright guys, take it easy. Hello everyone, this is Darwell 20, and welcome to episode 2 of Darwell 20, season 8 Let's Play the mining, no redstone. What is looking for redstone? I found it. Sounds a lot of good stuff. We'll talk about once I get to the top. So hopefully you guys found it. I'm surprised you were watching this without having to do one. But we went over the mod list. Basic mining, we go for the
What you doing, Erica? On your phone? Yep. I am just checking out Facebook. Oh, okay.
Dark Brotherhood.
Nope.
They must be driven out of Blackwood.
I still can't figure out why they would be targeting us, Vandacia.
Eliminate the threat first. Then we can seek answers.
All of the remaining counselors in Blackwood are gathered here in the castle. Valeria, Vandacia, and myself. While we await the arrival of the scribe I sent for, tell me what you uncovered in Gideon. I'm not sure I agree with Vandacia's assessment. Yes. I remember reports of their presence early in Morikar's reign, but they were driven out. The assassins must see this as the perfect opportunity to reclaim their base. But what does that have to do with Leovik's secret and the ambitions?
Maybe even get a little farm going.
Von Dacia, Valeria, and I were just discussing that. We think Leovik had each of the councillors unknowingly working on a different aspect of the Ambitions project. They each had access to a piece of the puzzle, but no one but Leovik knew everything. That's our prevailing theory. If the councillors ever came together to compare notes, the truth of the Ambitions would be revealed. To stop that from happening, the Dark Brotherhood was sent to kill my colleagues. Indeed. Very curious. Still, I'm hesitant to take the word of an admitted killer at face value. Not with so much at stake. Regardless, their very presence still poses a threat to all of Blackwood. The sanctuary cannot be allowed to reopen.
Why?
17 what?
Huh?
17 what?
1725.
Jurix and Sophos' documents contain information written in
Whichever way
Imperial
you want to
code.
look at it.
I sent for the scribe Aragon, but he has yet to arrive. Until then, the councillors will remain safe within these walls. You have done well so far, and have my thanks. Whatever the truth behind the murders of my fellow councillors, we can't allow the Dark Brotherhood to gain a foothold in Blackwood. I'd like you and Evely to go to Bloodrun Cave to ascertain the situation there. Talk to Evely and make your plans. Until we know more, I'm not prepared to engage in an all-out war with the Dark Brotherhood.
I think
No,
we should do
better to
something
send you and
with our
Evely
stuff
to investigate the situation. Then we can...
before it gets too much
Hey,
later.
partner, over here.
Like find a hiding hole for it?
All right, you heard Leviticus. Time to get back to work. While the councillors stay safe in Leowin Castle and wait for the scribe to arrive, we need to find out what the Dark Brotherhood is actually up to. Show me that letter you found in Gideon.
Yeah. I don't think it's got a door on it, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah. Kind of sort of can't close the closet without a door. And that closet's fuller than you can clench your butt cheeks.
That's pretty full if you don't mind me saying.
Right,
There's
Mom?
enough room to walk in, and that's about it.
Yeah, these are definitely orders. It mentions Bloodrun Cave. That's northeast of Leowin,
You
toward
okay
the
in
edge
there?
of Blackwood territory.
You want me?
Well, as the spinners
You need
always
me?
say, the best way to find out what's happening in the clearing is to step into it.
I thought I heard somebody, but just for some reason it sounded like something like far off there for a second.
Sammy. Goes,
Of course it does. Nothing has been easy since I found that strange book and started chasing down Leovik's secret. Well, are you still interested in solving the mystery of the Ambitions? Will you come with me to Bloodrun Cave?
Like, our bag of clothes, we could probably easily blend it in with Jimbo's closet.
Well, Tammy
Probably.
did say that we could use the dresser of hers out here to put our clothes.
The councillors should be safe, so meet me at Bloodrun Cave. We need to
We just
determine if the Dark
basically need a
Brotherhood is
place
behind
to
the murders
put
or not.
our bags.
Either way, that sanctuary is a threat to Blackwood. I just hope I don't have another one of those waking visions. Remember back at Fort Blueblood when we found the murdered servant? I had a vision of a shadowy figure. It was a robed and hooded cultist. Order of the Waking Flame, I think. It was brief and powerful, over in a moment, but the figure felt... What else could it be? The book seems very old and it's written in a language we can't read. Just carrying it around, it feels heavy, oppressive, like a burden I didn't know I had. But Lupus sent me to find it. It must be important.
excuse me, come on, take it.
I don't know. I'm an archer, not a Daedric scholar or anything. I don't think I should let the Order of the Waking Flame get their hands on it,
Tea
though.
time.
And maybe one of these visions, if I
Why
have
didn't you
one,
ask for
will
help?
actually help us figure this all out.
Did you hurt yourself, Tammy?
That's why she's got to take T3.
No, But that last vision I had
Because the silly woman,
about the cult
silly
leader, whoever
Erica,
they are,
you know my dresser that I gave her, right?
and evil.
Emptied it off, and
So,
she pulled it
bad
out all by
dreams or no
herself.
bad dreams, I think I'll hang on
Woman,
to the
I
book
oughta
just in case.
smack her, you silly.
Also, these are Blackwood.
And where did I put my inhaler?
I don't know.
Could you have possibly pulled a nutcake moment and forgot it in the
Cave is
bedroom?
a dangerous place.
Probably.
Because I could have sworn that's where I saw you
You
take
and
it.
Everly should be on your guard at all times. Watch out for each other. I would hate to lose operatives as valuable as you two have been.
I asked her to ask for help and move. No, wait a minute. I got it.
Everly brought word of a threat against the former members
Maybe
of
you
the
should have said,
Imperial
"Don't got
Elder
it."
Council, including
I was
Councilor
hoping she was
Leviticus.
going to say that.
The threat
but
seems to be
no.
related to a secret of the Longhouse Emperors. A secret concerning something called the Four
What we did or what you
Ambitions.
did?
What I did
Yeah.
so far. Up on myself.
We don't
But you
actually
should have
know.
actually asked
We sent for
for
an Imperial
help,
scribe to decipher the coded
so you
documents.
wouldn't have hurt yourself,
They have yet to
woman.
arrive.
You know, you're not good.
In the meantime, we've been
No,
doing
you're
everything
not.
we can to protect the councilors
You're
from
not
dark
good if
Brotherhood
you had to
assassins.
take a T3.
Why did you have to take it?
I don't have one yet.
Good.
Leviticus,
I don't have one yet.
Valeria, and Vandacia are safely ensconced in Leowen Castle. Unfortunately, we couldn't save
That's why
Jirik,
you should
Sophus,
have
and
asked
Abel.
for help.
You found the Dark Brotherhood's calling card at every scene. Yet the assassin you met claims they killed no one.
I gotta empty that glass.
No, I'm saying it's not like
Assassins
we
are
can
not the
use
most
the dresser to
reliable
hide the
source
books
of
in there.
truth. Still,
No.
that's
We
part
can
of
use
what
the
we're
dresser
sending
to
you to
hide
their
our clothes.
sanctuary to determine. Good luck, mercenary.
I already know you're here.
We're all counting on you.
Stuck it in the corner.
But what corner?
A corner that don't have
You
stuff.
just need a corner to stick them and not fully hide them?
Well, they already apparently know that we're here.
Alright, so worms are cool.
Found.
Pretty useful species. When they place down on dirt grass, help you kill plants around.
That's easy.
And
There's a hole we can put them in.
Huh?
Jimbo's closet, there's room on top of the beds that we can put the books in that.
Well, you got bags. I've got some of your bags in front of his closet too.
Yeah, they'll be going, like, kind of filling that area up.
Okay. Huh?
Fair enough?
Ouch!
So they know we're here?
Yeah, because of nosy, rosy neighbors that they have went and blabbed our existence to the manager.
No, I'm good.
So the sooner we get out of here.
I'll have dead rights. Dead to rights. Mom's book will be killed. Number 3.
I had 200 to go, remember?
Yes.
And now I got 74.
So she ran 126 today.
Gosh dang it.
I know. I'm almost done my book too. Finally, almost done. Don't ask me how many pages now. I have to do a calculation. Oh wait a minute, I'm at 2:03. Oh, I got 73 pages to go. I got 73 pages to go. I'll be done tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah.
Then I can start on the other one. Then I got my...
Pull out this tiny bowl I'll put in. We'll use the tiny bowl as for now we're doing multiple days, so it doesn't matter. It's really no different. And you'll probably find me forgetting.
I was only in there half an hour?
Yeah.
Alright.
I did all that in a half hour?
Uh-huh.
Alright guys, we're back.
Totally. Sharp noodles.
You see, it's I think the previous residence, which is here, This does not give the option to state why leaving. It's asking for our landlord's information, but I don't know which landlord to give, the new one or the old one.
Could be the new one.
Yeah, and the new one's probably gonna say a whole boatload of lies about us that ain't true. I don't think I can actually put the old one down because he's not in control of that building anymore.
Yeah.
So what do I do?
That's where you ask Lisa.
And see if she can actually help us fill this out.
Yeah.
Because I need to know exactly what to put on this rental application about the place that I just left.
You know, it's where it says last location, just put condemned.
But it doesn't necessarily give a spot in that section for reason for leaving. Or else I would. But it just wanted to know the previous address and the landlord's information and stuff like that. And how much the rent was. That's it.
Well, did you pay rent to this new landlord?
Yeah, after Lisa got the information that she needed. Why? Why did you ask if we paid rent to the new landlord?
Because that's what name you would put.
Yeah? And what's stopping him from saying bull crap?
That's the chance you gotta take, kiddo.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. But he can't really complain either. Because he wasn't our landlord long enough to form an opinion about us.
Right.
He was only our landlord for like, what, 2 months?
Yeah.
He didn't know us long enough to form an actual legitimate
That's why I went that way.
opinion about us. Ay, shinka mummy.
That was Adam.
Oh. Ouch!
We're going to need
angles.
And we're going to...
Yeah, trying to get tangles out of my hair when I have an extremely sensitive scalp.
Uh-huh.
And even if I hold on to my hair while I do it, it still hurts.
Yeah.
I'm speaking my own language over here.
Want to take it to dinner in a movie? Okay.
Teacher.
Oh. Pussycat movie.
I'm sorry, I don't have Puss in Boots because I don't have Netflix anymore, baby. Sorry. Look at the face.
Well, how rude, eh?
I used to put it on for her when I'd leave the apartment.
Oh.
And then face.
Let's get started with
Oh, he almost turned into a porcupine.
Oh, because Adam passed by him?
He did not expect me to come by.
He's got the fear of Adam in him.
Watch out for the end table.
Huh?
Adam bumped into the end table. So watch it, there's an end table there.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and I figure getting in touch with Lisa would be pretty good for the application, because then after she helps us fill it out, then she can just send our income statement with it, and she can probably send it through fax to them. And they'd get it real quick.
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah.
But,
Glad you made it. I wasn't looking forward to going much deeper without you.
Those cleaning supplies? Storage.
But we're kind of in competition for that bachelor apartment with somebody else. So one of the ladies there says, "May the best one win."
Did you see the room, hon?
What?
So far?
What room?
Our bedroom so far.
Oh, I haven't done that one.
And here's some plastic wrapping.
Oh. Okay.
It's not much. Before it goes.
And also the other person.
For now.
Yep.
But also the other person.
That's how I rearrange. That's how I can
But also the other person that was looking at the bachelor apartment there made a comment about the hallway. Says it's narrow, just like a maze.
And what Rob said.
Nothing really.
Did you hear him say it? Hear them say it?
She said it loud enough to where part of the building could have heard her.
And they're not going to go for the apartment.
How do you know that?
You make a comment like that and you're not impressed.
You make a comment like that and say it's tinier than our bedroom I had, and we're leaving.
And also make a comment about the hallway. Because you know how wide I am in the shoulders, right?
Yeah.
The hallway's about like this.
Yeah, but how often are you going to be in the hallway? You're not going to live in the hallway.
If I want to go out the front door, I'm going to have no choice but go through the hallway.
Well, what can you do?
Yeah.
And the apartment's so bloody tiny that Adam and I will be barely able to own anything without running the risk of overcrowding that apartment so much that we can't even move. Adam said basically we can get a double bed, which would have to double as seating areas for me and Adam to play on our systems. We can get 2 TV stands, 2 small bookshelves, 1 game shelf, and that's it. That's the only furniture that we can have in that apartment with how bloody tiny it is.
Oh, that big, huh?
Oh, yeah. Smaller than a shoebox. It's a bread box.
The sounds of the way you're describing it seems like our apartments above the fog cutter were bigger.
Oh my God. They were humongous. The bachelor apartment that Adam and I started out in our old building was humongous compared to that one. That one was just a freaking room. It was just a kitchen.
Once you get in there, it's a start for you.
Yeah, it's a start.
Well, just not be able to get next to nothing.
But if you get in there, you might be able to move up to a different unit, into a different unit in the same building.
Yeah,
it's
maybe.
A whole heck of a lot bigger.
As long as we can afford the rent. If we can't, then we won't.
Right.
Because they do have a junior apartment that's available there, but it's $975, and Lisa won't let us go any higher than $900.
Right.
So we would have looked at the junior 1-bedroom there, but as soon as we found out from him how much the rent was, we declined it right away. There was no way that she would let us spend $25 less than $1,000 on a 1-bedroom. Because then we
lose your cigarette butts.
Yeah.
Because want to put them where you can get to them.
Because that would leave us with only like $600 for food and our bills. So, yeah, we kind of got to go with what we can afford. And we can't go beyond that.
You can get in there and be a starter.
Yeah. Just trying to get Adam's mom to understand that we can take next to nothing in that apartment. And nothing more.
Okay.
That'll be a little tricky. But Adam says he's got his methods, he can do it.
Whose bags are those?
These are ours. If I can combine them with yours, I'll help you out a little bit.
We got plenty.
We have more than enough.
So just to put them away for now.
Yeah.
Put them in with your cleaning bag supplies.
Muffy. I love you.
Who's that?
Muffy.
Oh, he wants Daddy.
Well, I'm sorry. I think Daddy's kind of outside having a smoke right now.
Uh-huh.
And
I don't know about that.
you probably maybe fell somewhere?
Yeah, probably, maybe.
Yeah, probably maybe? Did you have to speak exactly the same way that I did?
Okay,
People's looking at you.
there is only 3 things, technically, that needs to be put away that we brought, and that's it. It's the end table, the fan, and the bag full of this.
Well, the end table can go in front of the heater because I don't think we're going to need the heater.
No.
So we put the end table there.
Uh-huh.
And then we can, then I can take the
And maybe we can, Tammy, and maybe we can just set our fan on top of the end table. It would get it out of the way.
Yeah. So that's fine for now.
Because if those people that are coming here tomorrow complain about it, just say it's not your stuff.
Right. Well, it's not. But that bin there can go in bed. It can go in bed. Like, sit in between.
Which one? The bottom one?
Yeah. And then that can go in our bed.
We gotta empty that though.
What?
Look
Yeah.
at you with your closet.
That's my sleep machine and my oxygen stuff.
Buried it, I'm guessing. Kinda.
What?
Go look how I put it in the closet.
I'm not getting up right now.
No, I mean when you go get them. Fine, since you asked.
He asked you?
Yes.
How?
I seen that
He blinked at you?
and kind of twitched this one ear that was towards me.
Oh my.
Are you happy now?
There you go. Good boy.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well, now he wants Daddy Jim.
Okay, I'm not wearing that.
No, you walk by and you don't pay attention to that boy?
Yeah.
I'm not wearing that.
There are
Not
rules.
outside. No way.
So stop raining it?
I think so.
For now.
It did stop for us on the way back.
Yeah, but my jacket's a little still wet, and yeah, I'm not going outside in cold air with something wet.
At some point we will automate.
No, where's it at?
So this is Blood Run
Put it
Cave,
over
huh?
here.
Creepy. You go
You can hang it
ahead.
on the
I'll
hanger and
follow
put it on the
behind
shower
you.
rod.
Make sure nothing tries
Okay, I'll
to
do that once I get
I'll
back
catch up
inside for
bothering.
myself.
Check the letter you found. It said something
And then
about
maybe
a door
after I
located
come back
deeper
in, I'll
inside
call
the cave.
Lisa and leave a
And there was a
message
strange
telling her
line
that
about death
I need her
whatever
assistance
that
to
means.
help fill out an
Go on.
application
I'll
for an
follow along
apartment.
shortly.
Yeah, let's see if she can help you fill it out tomorrow if she's in the office.
That's if people are allowed to go into the office yet.
Or can you do it in Tim Hortons?
Yeah, I can always see. But it might be a little tricky getting in touch with her. Because if she's going to be having a meeting tomorrow, I don't know. But I can count my lucky stars that I might.
Yeah.
Back up for base.